What up, everybody? This is Dario Hunt from Live Life Fearless, and we are back with Music Files, our music podcast. Today's date is March 29th, 2018. With me, as always, is my co-host, Mr. Doris Walker. Say what up to everybody.
What's going on, everybody? Artist D. Walker here with another episode of the Music Files. Let's get it.
Let's get it. Man, I see you got the throwback on, man.
No, yeah, that old school. Ooh, that looks tough. Yeah.
I forgot about those, bro. That feels hella long ago, but
this is at least 5
OG.
years old. Like,
yeah.
I feel like
I'm gonna have to go in my closet soon, man, and bring out some.
I'm pulling
some
out
real
the old.
exclusive
I'm
shit,
gonna be
man.
pulling out the old joints, and it's gonna get warm. I'm pull out the tanks too.
Yeah, we're gonna have to update. We're gonna have to update, especially. So,
Oh yeah.
but let's get into it. So, I like the format that we did last week or our last show, where we started with the news, got into got into a couple albums and projects that we're listening to, and just talked about it, maybe like one specific topic. I think people like that, so the way we segmented everything too. I don't have any names for these segments at the moment, but I mean, if you guys know anything or have any ideas about naming, segment suggestions, whatever, love to hear them. But for now, man, let's just get into some news. So, I hate to bring it up, but we have to. Tekashi 6ix9ine and Charlamagne and the Breakfast Club.
Tekashi 6ix9ine, the Rainbow Troll.
I mean, this is what it's like the only thing anybody's been talking about for the past, 24 hours at least. And
yeah,
I admit it, I had to watch it when I seen it pop up on YouTube. I was like, oh, he's doing Breakfast Club? I was a little surprised that he hopped up on Breakfast Club.
I was shocked that I saw that too. I watched it before all the hype about like how I guess Charlamagne looked in the interview, so I didn't know what people thought yet after I watched it. I had my own opinion first, so
I thought at the least it would give me some comedy at the least.
Right. Yeah. I mean, I was like, all right, let's see what happens. Like, I'll give it a chance real quick. I just figured because of those two like coming together, it might be interesting.
Two trolls going at it, yeah, basically.
Yeah, so click
honestly, Charlamagne kind of got trolled hard.
He got Leonarded. He got like when Monique was up there telling him Leonard. That's what damn near 6ix9ine was doing in the troll. He should have been like, nah, Leonard, look. Like if he said Leonard, it would have been a rap.
He definitely out Charlamagne, bro, and like everything. Like they definitely came up there unprepared. I don't know what the hell.
They had no idea. Like, he was smacking them. He was like, they were like, all these problems you've been, it seems like you caused. What problems I caused? Name one. And they were like,
And they couldn't. Yeah,
I was like, are you serious? I was like, how you what?
They definitely didn't have no follow-ups to their questions like they normally do. And like
for real,
they didn't have their facts straight, and it was just like it was kind of embarrassing for him, bro. Like, come on, this dude, like,
it made them not look like the radio hosts that we thought they were for a second.
Facts. I mean, like, I think 90% of the viewers were just hoping that Charlamagne would just fry him up and just end him real quick.
Right.
But I mean, that's kind of what I wanted to see. I wanted to see that whole head to head, but like,
it shows you Charlamagne's like a real radio gangster. Like he talks real tough on the mic when nobody's around. And then they come up there. I mean, and Charlamagne's quiet.
Nah. For Charlamagne's credit, I will say that he's one of the dudes on radio that will say exactly what he was saying when you weren't on the show to your face. And most of the time, people can't handle that and don't know how to respond. They just get overwhelmed. But like this kid, I'll say that he definitely handled it and held his own. But like he didn't talk about music for one, like ever, and it was just all about the fuckery, which is honestly what like most people who know his name are just all about the fuckery and shit of him popping up in the news and everything.
Yeah,
is everything
like,
but the music.
What bullshit did he get into? That's why he's saying this right now. That's why his music is on the charts. It's because like the fuckery. His videos appear like fuckery. There's no like
basically, and it's just like, come on, man. Like it's just. There was just some annoying parts, especially when he kept calling himself a kid and like you learn that he's like 21 years old. I'm
Yeah,
like,
he's
bruh,
21 now. Yeah,
bruh.
he's like, I'm just a kid, and these grown ass men. And I'm like, you're a grown ass.
You're
man.
a grown ass man, bro. You're like you're 21 years old. What you mean, dog? Like,
These are not grown ass men looking for a kid. These
Bro,
are
you
grown ass men
21.
looking for a grown ass man talking too much smack. Like,
And it just, I mean, honestly, it confirmed to me like that he was just a troll in music, because like everything he was saying was like basically like, oh, I'm clowning them and they can't touch me, blah, blah, blah. And then if they do try to touch me, they clowns for it because I'm just a kid and like they should be doing, they're just too old. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, so he's just trolling,
they got
basically.
kids, don't they, bro?
Yeah, bro. I'm like, bro, but
But-
ain't you the one talking about if you in like gang culture, there ain't no end to
Yeah.
it. You know what I'm saying? Like, so what are you talking about, bro? So it was just like some clown shit, like for real. But I mean, it was some good entertainment. It was definitely like he said, it was gonna be one of the biggest interviews for sure, because everybody's checking in for their own reasons.
It's hilarious. He was like, he looked Charlamagne dead in his face and said, "This gonna be your highest stream, like your most views."
In years.
And they were
Since
like,
Byrne.
they all wanted to like laugh out loud. And then I was looking, I was like, they don't know about this troll game right now. I was like,
Right.
the fact that he just trolled that might make it true.
No,
Like,
the first day it had like 5 million views almost, or some shit like that,
yeah, it's gonna
in
pass
like 24
it.
hours. So it was like
Exactly.
definitely like, come on, bro. Like, nah, he definitely put them in their place, and it was kind of embarrassing for him. Like,
Yeah.
I didn't know what.
It's hilarious.
As much as Charlamagne gets on my nerves sometimes, as much as like
Envy.
6ix9ine, both him too, but like 6ix9ine definitely gets on my nerves too. But it was just like
Right.
I didn't know which one I wanted to come out on top. It was just like I just wanted to see it, and then it just happened. Like,
Right. Yeah.
I mean, I still
Yeah,
haven't
nah.
checked for really any of his songs or anything, but that's not gonna make me want to
Yeah.
anymore. It just makes me actually dislike him as much as I have before. It's just
I haven't really checked for any of his songs, but I mean, I do know that the kid is the kid. He's 21, so he's
21
younger
years
than
old,
me,
bro.
so I'm calling him kid. But nah, this
Hey,
dude,
folks,
this guy,
is 21 years
Tekashi
old a
6ix9ine.
kid, bro? Like, it's everybody listening.
Nah.
It's 21 years old a kid. Hell no, hell no, bro.
Definitely not.
You 21, you're a
if
grown ass
18's
man.
not
bro.
a kid, then 21
Hell
is
no,
definitely
bro.
not a kid.
Fuck no.
Yeah. So basically, yeah, he's got. I don't know. I seen him on online talking about the XXL list too, and he was saying, "Let's see if it's rigged. Go vote for me." Because apparently, like his like picture, the link to like vote for him was like taken down for a few hours or something and put back up. So he's like, "Oh, let's see if it's rigged." And then yeah, so that's another topic of the day. He basically stays on the news just in the social troll media every day.
He's
by
always
just doing
talking
some dumb
shit, bro. Like, that's it. Because people, it's like people just want to see him get knocked the fuck out, and I'm not gonna lie, I'm right there with him. So like,
It's true.
That's
if he
it,
feels
bro.
like he's not getting any attention, he'll just go to a public place and live it. Like, oh look, we out here. I don't even need no security. And then people are gonna be like, oh, 6ix9ine, you at the mall, blah blah. And then
I mean,
like,
it's the new wave, man. That's how you get on nowadays. I mean, look at that one chick. What's her name? Bad Barbie or some shit like that. Or
Bad Baby.
yeah, Bad Baby. The bitch from, for people that know though, the chick from
Cash Me Outside Girl.
Cash Me Outside Girl, bro.
Oh,
Like,
Danielle
that's their whole. I don't know her full name, bro. That's like her whole shtick, bro. Like, that's just the new come up, dog. Just say some outrageous trolling shit, and then just keep saying it,
Everything she says is troll. Like,
and then just
her,
keep
her
saying
words
it
are
over
pure
and over
troll.
again, bro.
But what's funnier is though that like she believes it, so she doesn't know she's trolling.
I mean, you say it enough, you gonna believe it. But
yeah, she lives the troll life. Like,
I mean, look, for me, this is about. We spoke about this for about 7 minutes. So that's about.
you hear her
many
song?
minutes.
Her
No,
music?
Come on, dog.
oh, you didn't even check for it.
I'm not even checking.
Yo, I was so shocked. I listened to a song. The song, what's it called? Hi, Bitch. I was a little bit upset because she could deliver whatever lyrics. Somebody gave her a song and she delivered it and like had the bop on the beat. And I was like, what? Oh shit. I was like, she can rap. Like, she has a bounce on the beat. And I was like, I guess that doesn't sound terrible, but I'm not going to listen to it again. But I was just shocked that she actually didn't sound like trash.
That's my face, bro.
I can see your face. That's
on,
the
bro.
it gaff. I
Get
don't
up
give
outta
a fuck.
Look, this is about 8 minutes. We done talked about Tekashi 6ix9ine and now Bad Baby. That's about as much as I want to talk about them my entire lifetime. So I'm about to y'all just let us know. I mean, if y'all watched the Breakfast Club interview, what'd you think about it? Was it everything you expected? That make you a fan? First of all, are you a fan in the first place? Like, just let us know, man. Let us know what the nonsense when you seen it. Next news item. Drake has finally gotten his first solo #1 song on Billboard Hot 100.
Yeah. Hilarious. But of course.
God's plan. And it was like his first like real rap song to hit #1. I mean, he had #1. He had 2 with Rihanna and he had One Dance. But this is his first solo. And finally got him, man.
Unassisted, single.
And it's rap. His other one's
kind of
not rap. God's plan is definitely rap, bro.
I mean, Diplomatic Immunity is definitely rap.
God's plan.
God's plan is rap. No, that's true.
You considering it to like One
it has
Dance
to be
and
rap.
Hotline Bling and like all his other top songs.
Well, Hotline Bling won Best Rap Song, so if that's gonna win the Best Rap Song,
we're talking about the Grammys, which is a bunch of old white dudes, bro. Stop. I don't hear that.
if Hotline Bling gonna win Best Rap Song, then yeah.
Hear that nonsense, bro. But
God's plan is tight.
God's plan #1 for about I think 9, maybe going on 10 weeks now straight.
Damn, it's on all the playlists, bro. It's that streaming playlist shit, bro.
It's hard, and then I think like just that video definitely set it over the top. Like just some people's the music video definitely set it over the top.
Yeah, I mean, apparently.
For me, that's what it did for me. Like I liked the song; it was cool when I first heard it, but I was just like,
right,
just like another Drake single. Like it's cool,
exactly.
But like, I don't know how long I'm gonna keep playing it. But then the video came out, and I was like, it put it in a whole new stratosphere. Like.
He made the video was like a movement. It was like a wave. You know,
yeah, the video definitely made me look at it differently, and I appreciate it a little more.
Yeah, I liked the video. I was like, okay, Drake out here talking to people on the streets out here in Florida. I was like, that's real talk though. He went to Florida and like did that. That was tight.
Miami out.
So
I mean, shouts out to Drake, first #1 solo.
For real.
He's still behind Kung Fu Kenny, but that's what's up though.
I know.
Don't even at me either. I said
it. Yo, they gonna come for your head. Did they hear that? Sneak this?
Ain't no sneak this. Drake #2, bruh.
Oh, that's hilarious.
But speaking about #1s, we have another #1. Snoop Dogg. He was the #1 top gospel album for the past week, man.
Snoop. That's crazy though, dog. Snoop Dogg in the gospel section.
Snoop Dogg gospel album #1
too. That's damn. Snoop could do it all. Snoop could do anything, man. Snoop, I don't know, man. Snoop's legend.
Snoop does whatever he wants at this
Everything
point,
he
bro.
touches
He been in
goes
for
right
so
now.
long. He is.
I mean,
But I
Snoop
guarantee
could
you
come around.
I guarantee you ain't listened to the album.
I did not. I have not heard the song.
I guarantee you ain't listened to the album though.
Have you?
Yeah, I know.
Have you heard any of it?
I heard one song, the first video he dropped. I forget what it's called. I have not heard the album, but I have heard the one video single he dropped.
Okay.
At this point, it's just like Snoop, just not the same Snoop. So I don't really be checking for him. Like, and he keep dropping album after album. And like, you currency now, like, it's too much.
I don't look at him.
So I don't be checking, bro. I don't look at him the same way. Unfortunately,
I stopped checking for Snoop after the Pharrell collab died down.
That Bush album.
I don't even remember.
I think it's Bush. It was that album.
No, okay. But yeah, he just started getting weird. He was like on some retirement, like I'll do whatever the fuck I want now kind of shit. Like I'm gonna try this. Oh, let's do this now.
Yeah, he just got on that. I'm bored as fuck. Let me just do everything now. So I ain't checked for it, but apparently it's 32 tracks and it's called The Bible of Love. So If anybody out there has
What's
listened to
that?
the album, let us know what's it about. Let me see if it's good or not. But 33 tracks is a little too much Snoop for me at this point.
32. Well, that's how you win, though. That's why he's number one, if you think about it. Because his album's basically
he's number one 'cause
twice
he's
as long
Snoop Dogg
as the
and it's a
average
gospel
gospel
album.
album. So if you listen to all 32 tracks, then his album automatically has twice as many streams as the other gospel albums because they're only half as long.
Look, I just don't know how strong the competition in gospel albums is, and I don't know who's the one rapper and the main like gospel rapper. What's his name?
Lecrae?
Lecrae, yeah. He's the only one I know. So
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't think that competition is
Kirk Franklin,
super strong, bro.
I don't know.
Kirk Franklin
Yolanda
probably had no
I don't
album
know
out,
if,
bro. Yeah, you don't know, so don't even act like you know, because I don't know. I don't know.
I don't know, man.
Nah, I don't know. I just don't know, bro.
That's
so, like I said, if anybody has actually heard Snoop's 32 track gospel album, let us know. I probably won't check for it, but I want to know what you think about it anyways. Cardi B just announced the release date for her upcoming debut album, Invasion of Privacy. And it is dropping April 6th, next week.
April 6th.
Unexpected, out of nowhere, kind of.
Huh?
Unexpected. I didn't think it was going to be dropping like that. Nowhere.
A little, I was saying to a friend, it seemed like it was rushed. Like, I was saying, like, where's the rollout? I was like, the Bartier Cardi song was not a single to roll out your
I mean, it was cool, but
album.
It wasn't like, it definitely didn't catch on, like,
Yeah. And exactly. And they didn't promote the album with it. So, if an album's coming out in 3 days, and they don't have another single out,
well, 7 days.
But they're a single artist. They're about to release an album from an artist that's basically proven themselves as a single based. We'll see.
They're trying to, ride that last bit of that wave off that Bodak Yellow, man.
Honestly, I think she's in the studio right now. They're like, yo, you need to finish those ad libs. Like,
ain't no way.
We gotta get this mastered.
Ain't no way.
We gotta get this mastered real quick.
At the least, at the most, it's being mixed. But that's beyond that at that point. But she released the album cover, and the album cover is actually kind of dope. So,
and that's weird too. The album cover's weird. It's dope, but it's weird. I was trying to figure out what it has to do with her.
None. What is her
exactly
outside of Bodak Yellow?
But when was that her before that picture?
Nobody really. This is the point of the album, to show her though. Like, nobody actually knows her. Like,
they putting a lot of pressure on her. Like, they giving her a new look.
Yeah,
and a no single release. That's a lot of pressure. Cause
well, we'll see.
This is either going to be amazing.
I'm interested. I want to see. I'm gonna listen to it. So, April 6th comes out. We'll have to look. Next on the news list, a little bittersweet announcement from Tribe Called Quest. They are releasing their music video to Space Program, but they announced that it will be their final music video ever. They released a trailer on YouTube. Yeah. It looks fucking epic. I'm not gonna lie, it looks pretty epic. And I was excited. I was like, "Oh, okay, I'm gonna watch this." And then at the end, it flashed, that Apple Music fucking logo, and I was like, "Nah, I'll wait. I'll wait till you release it on YouTube. Y'all not get me, bruh. I'm not about to sign up for no Apple Music for no music video, bruh. Yeah. I'll wait."
Yeah.
Spotify, Tidal, all y'all can keep them exclusive music videos, bro. I'll wait a week. I don't care.
Yeah. And honestly, the internet doesn't care either way if it's exclusive. So if somebody wants it, they'll get it.
They can, but they've been pretty good about, like, nobody's really going out of their way to get a music video too much. So people just wait. I'll wait. Like, I'll wait. I don't care, bro.
Yeah.
But from the trailer, it looked dope. So and it's their final music video, so it's got to be dope.
Yeah.
So I'm definitely ready to check that one out.
That's tight. Yeah, I can't wait to see that. It's just sad they got snubbed. The Grammys.
Ridiculous. They got snubbed. Not sad. Ridiculous. That's the Grammys' a joke.
Yeah. For real. Not even a nod. Like.
Unbelievable. The album was incredible.
It's crazy. But, yeah, salute to the Tribe. Q-Tip, legendary. Looking forward to the video.
Hopefully you get next week to the masses, but till then you can watch the trailer on their, YouTube channel.
Yeah.
So, have you heard about this? There's an R. Kelly documentary out.
What? R. Kells.
R. Kelly. A BBC Three documentary. I don't know what the fuck BBC Three is. I don't know what that is, bro.
I don't know what that is either.
Isn't BBC the British Broadcasting
Channel? I don't know.
I don't know.
I thought that's what it was.
I don't know if that's an affiliate BBC Three or if it's some completely.
That's what I'm trying to figure out. Like when you said that, I'm like, wait, what?
Why would
they be doing
BBC Three
on R. Kelly? Okay.
Here's the title: R. Kelly, Sex, Girls, and Videotapes.
Oh shit! What?
So it has nothing to do with his music or anything. It is all about his allegations and more allegations and another round of allegations. Apparently some chick named Kitty Jones, 34-year-old ex-girl of R. Kelly, is telling all and saying that he has girls that he has claimed to have trained to be his pets and sex slaves, basically, and just all types of weird shit that you just, at this point, you expect to hear about R. Kelly.
Right.
It's like almost numb at this point. So it's like,
yeah, I mean,
there's like almost no reaction at this point, I think, from the general public when they hear
R. Kelly's like the closest
Kelly.
thing to Rick James we have right now. Like, so I know that nigga's ridiculous in whatever.
It's
The
hard
kind of
because
shit
I believe that he was probably a really fucking scummy person and really shitty.
Right.
But then he made I Believe I Can Fly. So, like,
bro,
he's so good at the same time. Like, he's the greatest R&B singer of all time. But then, like, he's such a shitty person. So it's like,
for real.
And like,
all those classic songs. And, like, you just can't even talk about him without feeling, like, awkward. Like, you can't even co-sign R. Kelly anymore. Because now you look weird. Like, oh, you're a weirdo. You just gonna give him a pass? Like, I mean, I didn't know about this when that music came out, so.
Yeah, so, like, that's the thing. Like, should we I can't stop listening to his shit because it's fucking great.
Like,
but it's like,
they're not gonna stop playing Ignition. Ignition will always be played. The remix to Ignition, they're still not. I heard that in the club, actually, once. I went to some shit.
I heard it recently, too. But, I mean, honestly, I guess, like, there's some movement. Another hashtag movement, it's kind of becoming a joke at this point. But hashtag mute R. Kelly is the movement to try to get him off of like streaming services and the radio.
Wow.
I don't think it's got much steam behind it because, like I said, at this point, I don't even think the general public even like reacts to these stories anymore.
Everybody knows. We all reacted to the video of the pissing thing, the whole peeing on a girl thing.
Yeah, I'm like, how much more do you need? If that didn't get him out of there,
if he survived that, what are we gonna do?
Kind of hard at this point. I think just the public and like his fans have spoken that they are looking the other way.
Yeah,
and maybe I'm part of that, but goddamn,
I know it's really hard. I'm like, I don't know.
It's really
hard.
Don't know. I agree with these girls. Like he sounds like a real fucking scumbag and a shitty person, but
I mean, everything I know about him, he sounds like one. I mean, we know he was married. He tried to marry he married Aaliyah when
like
she was
15,
a minor, bro.
Yeah, he's definitely a sleaze.
Wasn't he our age? He was like 28,
Probably.
29.
Motherfucker old, bro.
And he married a 16-year-old R&B singer coming up, bro.
15.
That's
But, yeah.
and then just continue that shit for the rest of his life, just looking for the same age girl, even though he was getting older.
Before y'all come for me, though, like, I haven't bought any of his music since Double Up, so I'm not actually supporting him. It's just hard to turn off some of his music,
Dang,
bro.
does that mean I have to take him off my liked songs on like Spotify and shit?
I mean, that's the question.
I gotta comb through my like music now and like take him off.
And for all of y'all like judging us, I guarantee you still listen to Michael Jackson. So
For real.
don't come at me, bro. But yeah, there's a documentary. R. Kelly.
Wow.
Sex, girls, and videotapes. Nothing to do with music, but
That's crazy.
I mean, every time I hear about this stuff, I always just think of the Boondocks episode with R. Kelly and shit, and just how it gets off. Oh my god! If you guys don't know what we're talking about, please just YouTube the Boondocks R. Kelly. It's classic.
That shit's amazing. I also think about the Dave Chappelle skit.
Yes, but definitely the Boondocks
the music
episode
video
more so for me.
Drip, drip,
I
drip.
wanna piss on you.
That's just hilarious. So it became a whole thing. So he survived all of that, and now it's some more. I don't know. I guess we'll see. If the public makes a big enough outcry, it will probably get him out of here.
But I don't see that happening. You guys let us know. Do you listen to R. Kelly? Does it affect you listening to R. Kelly, knowing all this shit that we know now and all these allegations? Right. Should you stop listening to somebody if they're a terrible human being, but they make amazing music? It's a tough one, man. It's a tough one.
Sometimes it's because they're a terrible human being that
they make great games. Yeah, I agree.
It's
musicians and like writers and all that, they're always troubled. Comedians are troubled individuals, typically. Not always. Right. But
do you want
there's a good train
you have to let them be a train wreck if you want to see the train wreck, or hear somebody tell the tale. You gotta let it happen.
Yeah.
Oh man.
So is this new wave rappers? Are people trying to brand them as like a new name? I hear people calling them SoundCloud rappers now.
Oh, the SoundCloud rapper thing. Well, the SoundCloud rapper term came from people not wanting to call every new person a mumble rapper. A lot of them still rap, and some of them don't do what the mumble rappers do, but they all kind of look similar anyway. So, like, because they all look similar. Rapping. Yeah, exactly. They all still suck at rapping. But, yeah, SoundCloud, that was just, like, the non-offensive vocalization.
That's what I'm saying. Like, they're trying to get a lighter, Yeah, they're trying to rebrand, bro.
They're trying to rebrand, but like we're still just calling it new wave right now. We're still just calling them the new wave, the younger generation. Like they don't have an official thing. They're just the younger generation of hip hop right now. Like
I just called them whack. But
what?
So out of this new wave of SoundCloud rappers, I guess we have our first #1 album. Coming in the form of XXXTENTACION and his album ? It debuted at #1.
Yeah. And that's in the hip hop charts, obviously.
Hold on. No, I don't know.
There was Billboard?
Let me look.
I don't remember what else came out that week that his came out, but I know he did amazing numbers. He did over 100.
The Billboard 200 chart.
Okay.
It doesn't say hip hop, it just says 200, so I'm assuming that's everybody.
Yeah, but the debut at #1 out of everybody. Oh, whatever. Shout out to X for, hitting a nice first week. That's
I mean,
what hip hop's obsessed with.
In large part, thanks to streaming numbers. So
His
I mean,
audience is all online.
here's the thing, like with me, does it even count? Does it even matter anymore? Because yes, he debuted at #1, but it's hard to even call this an album. It's 17 tracks, and there's barely even one track that goes over like 2 minutes long. So how long does it? So how many times?
3-minute song. There's one 3 minutes.
One 3-minute song, and like so, like how easy is it to like just replay that song, bro? It's not like it's a commitment. Like you can go through 17 tracks, and literally it's like a 38-minute album, bro. Like so, like if you replay like one 2-minute song or one 1 minute and 45-second song, a couple of times, that's a stream. So it's like. Yeah. Does it even really fucking matter at this point?
I mean,
because at this point, like the system is obviously broken because they didn't expect people to start just putting out shorter shit and counting.
Well, the system.
Albums.
Well, part of it is because his single "Sad" came out and that streamed really well before the album came out.
Yeah, and so it's still like a 2-minute song.
Yeah, but that song was like kind of talked about a lot, and that was like did you hear "Sad"? Blah blah blah. People went to check for it because that was the song leading up to this album. So, I think that's why I was asking about a few people like Cardi B not having a single, but then they're probably just gonna put Bodak Yellow on the album.
Oh, for sure, it's on the album.
So that's what I'm saying. So then hers is already it's probably gonna come out at 100, 200K, because of the previous sales already.
I don't think she definitely not hitting no 200K. I don't think, but
no, that's optimistic. Honestly, I don't see her going above 1. Well, actually, no. I would have to say with her success and the kind of look she's been getting, she'd have to do at least 135.
I'll go a little higher. I'll say 150.
Yeah. She'd have to do at least 135. If she didn't do 135, it's a flop.
Yeah. But that was just my question. Like, does it even matter anymore? Does these numbers even fucking matter now? With the streaming and then people putting out, these SoundCloud rappers are putting out projects that like barely go over 30 minutes in total.
Yeah.
So like, how does that even count the same? Like, is it like,
well, but if you think about
it's a joke,
this,
bro.
Though, but because it's microwave,
they're snippets.
No, but stop though. Listen, because it's microwave,
they still count as one play.
No, but are they gonna listen to it a year later? The shit's not gonna get streamed anymore,
but
so they're not gonna make any more money. It doesn't matter about the.
This is why they fade out so immediately. But like,
so
I'm just saying, I don't
debuting
think
#1 doesn't matter. But the sales overall are still gonna be representative of sales, album sales. Nobody came out like 50. Who's Diamond out here?
But that's never gonna happen again.
If the rules are unfair with streaming, why ain't niggas going Diamond?
Because first of all, they not making no. First of all, you can listen to 50 album right now and still be like, "Yo, this shit's crazy." Like, you can't do that with these people. Like, they have their moment and then it's gone.
Not these people, yeah.
Kendrick, but, Drake, those are different people. Those are obviously the top tier guys. But this new wave of like SoundCloud rappers are like putting out shit that's like not even 35 minutes long, bro. Like, what? How's that a fucking album?
Well,
EPs are longer than that, bro. Like, what the fuck?
Yeah, but the problem is right now we already talk about how we live in the era of like what is an album or a mixtape or a project or
there's no such thing. Those are imaginary
words at
this point.
What is a if an
that's
artist
why I
puts out
that's why I call everything
compilation
project
of
at
songs.
This point. I call everything just a project because I mean, with certain artists, like Kendrick Lamar, Drake, you can tell the difference between a mixtape and an album. Like these other rappers, you can't tell. Like it's the same shit. An album, they're putting out albums of songs that are like a minute and 30 seconds. Like, come on, what is this shit, bro? They have no hooks. Like, they can't make an actual complete song.
Yeah.
Like, it's just a catchy beat, and then, like, they say a couple words, bro. Like, repetitively.
It's true. I'm not arguing with you there. I'm just saying there's no longevity.
So I mean, you guys let us know. Do you think these numbers even matter anymore? The album numbers and streams, like debuts, do they even matter at this point? Or is it just a joke because people are gaming it at this point now? Like they're gaming the system, bro. So,
Bro.
let us know. But that's it for the news. That's all I had about the new shit coming out. But since we are already on XXXTENTACION, we can just go ahead and hop right into his actual album, and you can tell us, what did you think about it? Question mark.
Well, I was surprised by a few things, but then also just like, I don't know, it was an interesting read, like just listening to it, and just from what I knew about X, and then like the first single that we all came to know him from, or no, not we all, but the song that he got famous off of was called "Look at Me," that he said Drake stole the cadence from.
Mm-hmm.
That song has a much different vibe than most of the songs on this album. But it's weird, so he's really tapping into this like sing vibing. Like the new wave's all about vibes. They just use the word vibe on everything. So if we're talking about what kind of vibe this is, starts out real slow, real soft, real reflective, real he's addressing suicide and depression and shit. So he's talking about some real stuff, but just real short and quick. I kind of like it, but he kind of just reminds me of other younger artists that I know kind of just stay in that pocket, like Uzi or Trippie Redd's kind of nice. But like the first 4 tracks are like kind of slow. No, first 5, and then like Floor 50 or 555.
555.
Yeah, that changes up, and then Numb kind of goes back. So the 6th song is almost like a disruption in the flow. For me, I was like kind of confused. I thought it could have came right after the next track and then flowed into the Badass, but whatever. The Joey Badass track, interesting.
Highlight for me. I was surprised.
I liked it. I was like, oh, what?
He gave us some like real rap shit. Like
He's
real
blowing on that.
Core hip hop shit. Like I was surprised.
Yeah, nah. X hit us with the boom bap. So he was showing us that he fucks with real rap. The Travis Barker one, that was interesting. Pain. So he tried to mix in a little bit of his like metal style that he likes.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not sure if his vocals are, I don't think he screamed enough, honestly, in the metal style for it to sound great. I did like its emotion, but I don't think it sounded great, so because I just don't think he's practiced enough. And then Travis Barker's drums were like all right, but it was just like average drums at the end. I was like, I didn't really care. So it's like name being on the song was kind of a weird, probably just clickbait, honestly. But the new wave trolls, they gotta have some kind of trolling shit in here. But there's even a song that's kind of trolling. I'm trying to think of what it was. It's kind of like a upbeat, bouncy song, Smash maybe or something like that. I don't even speak Spanish. LOL. That song, that's a weird song. Only
it's actually dope though.
I know it's the best song. It's probably the only song that's a song.
It's the only real song. Except maybe the Joey Badass one too.
Right. Those are like songs. And what was cool about it was weird. That was like if Drake like stole Lil Uzi Vert's flow, it would be how X attacked that song. Cuz it was like, if you ever hear Trippie Redd sing with that just like, or Little Uzi, they have this weird like, they just have a nice tone on the beat, like that just draws out, and X is capable of doing that. But overall though, I don't think it's like a great project. I just think it seems like a sampling of what he's capable of, and also it shows us who he's influenced by. So I'm kind of just more interested in a different project, like after this one, like a follow-up, more so than the songs that are on here.
So I already kind of gave my impressions of it a little bit. We were talking about it streaming and stuff, but it is a project that is all over the fucking place. But I'll give it a pass for that because in the intro he does kind of preface it and say, "This is just to show my versatility and to show everything I'm into and blah blah blah." And I'm just gonna be trying out. It's like he kind of prefaces it and prepares you like this is just gonna be me trying shit and being experimental with my music and my sound and everything and just trying out different genres. Which is exactly what he did, because it's just an album of different genres, basically, and it's just like little snippets of what he can potentially do in said genres. Basically, that's kind of what I took away from it. I had actually never really listened to him that much before this. You know, I obviously heard like "Look at Me" and whatever, but like I never really checked for him. But I was surprised.
Yeah.
He's a lot more talented than I would have given him credit for initially. He definitely has versatility.
Yeah. I thought it was cloud chasing when he came out.
I will say that it's like the metal stuff I'm not really feeling, not because I'm not feeling metal, because I do fuck with some metal. I'm not feeling it because with him it's more like the Hot Topic version of metal than it is like actual metal. And like screamo shit. So I mean, there's some good moments on here. Like Sad, obviously, like that beat. Like for me, it's more like the beat and just the melodies on those beats than the actual songs and writing. Like Sad and Moonlight and Hope. Like they just have great melodies and sounds. And
yeah, like you just crazy. Like you can just write it. Moonlight. Actually, I kind of like that Moonlight song.
I definitely like it. Yeah. But then it's like, okay, but then it's still like only 2 minutes long and there's like no real hook. And it's like, so how much credit can you really give somebody? So at this point, I liked some of what I was hearing. Some I didn't like. And there's something I definitely was surprised by. It was better than I thought, for sure, than I would have given him credit for. And I think out of all these SoundCloud rappers, I would say that he's probably the most talented that I've seen so far. But this is not a project that really shows me or tells me who he is as an artist and like what his actual sound and direction is musically. Because it's cool. You can do all these different styles and sounds and genres to varying degrees of actual success. But still, like, okay, but what is your music? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't want to hear your version of somebody else's music. I want to hear what is your music. And for me, like, Sad and like Hope, those are probably like the best representations of him I've seen so far. And if he stays in like that lane, that pocket, like that's cool. Like, so I definitely need to hear more. But I mean, it's cool. Like, there's definitely songs that I come back and check to just because I like the melodies and the beats of them. But like you said, it's about like staying around and like I can just already tell this is an album that's gonna stick with me for very long. Like I'll play it for a while and I'll go back every now and then just to hear like a certain single. But in terms of like, there's nothing that's pulling me back. Like, damn, I want to hear this again. Like, you know, I want to run through this again. I need to dissect this. Or like, oh, he says something cool here. Like, says something like, it's just not there for me yet. So, so to call this an album is kind of a joke to me. But that's how I feel. And I mean, it was cool, but it was whatever. So, I mean, you guys let us know what you think about question mark. What you think about it? I mean, are you with these like 2 minute snippets now? Like, are you guys actually fans of this type of music, or what? Like, is this the point we're getting to, like where things can't be longer than 2 minutes before you move on to the next? Like, I don't know, man. Like, I still love real music and like real actual songs, so it didn't grab me like that. But
who else we got? There's a few other albums.
I'll start. I haven't really been on my rap shit really. I checked out, been listening to, you know, rock and a little Electro in there and some throwback stuff. But I did say last week I was checking out Jack White for sure, and I was checking out David Byrne, and I did check out those two albums, and I have, some opinions about it.
Yeah, I heard the Jack White, but I don't know anything about.
I will start with David Byrne and his album American Utopia. For people that don't know who David Byrne is, he is
OG
frontman of Talking Heads, Talking Head, classic rock group band, iconic, been around for a very, very long time. Mm-hmm. This is his first solo project in like 14 years. He has done a lot of collaboration stuff over the years recently, but this is his first like his project, like just his. No, so I wasn't really sure what to expect from it.
Right.
And I'm still surprised. It's almost at this point where music is genreless, like everywhere. In every type of form, there's like almost no point to even trying to put anything into a genre because everybody, no matter what you do, takes everything so blatantly from other places now that it's in every single project. And that he's a rock legend, and even he's doing this now. So American Utopia takes things from this place, that place, and like all these different elements, and it's very artsy. Mm-hmm. It's like art pop rock, kind of. Yeah. Where the whole kind of album premise is like he's trying to convey a message about America and like all society and like the way we look at things and everything. Mm-hmm. And it's like, but it's an upbeat and positive way. But then it's like, it's kind of corny at some points. Like some things he says are just like, I don't like some of the writing on here for sure. And it's like he's like the wacky uncle, like uncle, like who did a lot of like drugs back in the day, and like he's like just really into art and music and like shit, and he's putting out a project. Right. So it's like very abstract in that way, where it's like a very art thing, and like I can tell where he's trying to go with it and like what he's trying to say in certain parts, but then it's like the way he says it just doesn't deliver right, and it doesn't hit right, and it's just like that's funny. And the words he uses, phrase things are just kind of corny and stuff like that. But I mean, don't get me wrong, there's like some good moments for sure, and like some interesting sounds and combinations of sounds that you wouldn't expect,
right?
But then it's like it's almost too wacky and like too artistic.
I'm gonna have to check this out because I'm interested.
It's very hard to like describe the sound of the album, honestly. But like the topics are like he talking about like advertising and consumerism and like just the general American society. And there's even like one song called Bullet, which is literally him like speaking from a bullet's perspective.
What?
Yeah, so it's like it's very like on the nose. Check that out, though. That sounds it's like it's like some weird avant-garde type shit, and it's like
okay, he conceptualized the conceptual.
Like, yeah, so like, he tries to get. It's like he's almost trying too hard to be like abstract about these subjects and like come at him from different angles. Like I'm gonna be the bullet this time. Like I'm gonna speak from the bullet's perspective. And it's like it just didn't.
Well,
I don't know.
Check it out.
It's definitely something that people just need to hear for themselves, because even if I explain it to you in the best way possible, which I can't even do right now, it's just not the same as until you hear it, and then you'll just understand what I'm saying. But it's just like
right.
It's cool, but it's just not like I don't know. It's hard to explain. So
yeah,
that's how I felt about that one. It's just very weird and out there. Well, I'm trying to think. Hold on, I'm trying to think.
What do the people think? I wonder.
I'm trying to think. Okay, so it is. Here, this is what the comparison I want to make. So it's like Saint Vincent, Saint Vincent's last album, where she's all speaking about American society and like approaching it from this very art pop way.
His songs are like that?
No, the concept is like.
Oh, okay, I was like, whoa. You tripped me out. I was like, he sounds like that?
No. The concept is like St. Vincent's album, where she's like approaching these things from like this conceptual way, and like she's very on the nose with it, but then she doesn't. Hers doesn't come out as like some wacky way. Like it's artsy, but then it's like it gets its point across. And with him, it's not. It comes off as just wacky. Like so, he tries to be like St. Vincent's last album, like Mass Seduction, but it just doesn't work the same way.
Huh.
So, and then the next one I definitely heard was like Jack White, which is another one, an eccentric rock icon for sure.
He's so weird, but he's like, he's a sleeper. I just consider him like a genius that could probably make great work at any time.
He is a genius. He's like one of my favorite rock stars.
He made me start listening to all rock. Just listening to him made me want to listen to. I started listening to metal after I got into Jack White too.
Yeah, and I mean I like that he's like really into like other music too, like other genres, and like he's always open to other shit. Right. So I mean, this is my reaction about like his album is just that again.
Boarding House Reach.
Boarding House Reach again. It's like what the fuck is a genre nowadays? Because
exactly when you were talking about David's album, I was like, that kind of sounds like Jack White's album.
This is another album that I'm just like, I don't know how to explain it to people. Like, yeah, it's a rock album, but then it's not really because there's so many elements in here that it's its own sound.
I wanted to say he took a bit of like every genre that you could think of. There's a bit of that like dashed in here. Oh, well, not every genre, but every main genre, just like the broad main, like classical, country, blues, rock.
So yeah, there's blues, blues rock for sure.
Like,
there's blues rock, rock, and funk, which was what I was fucking surprised by.
I wasn't that surprised. I was excited.
I was very surprised that he had like not like one funk record. There's like 5. Almost,
but he didn't overdo it though. Like on the track, he didn't overdo the sound.
I said I'm very fucking surprised to hear that there's like these funk records on there.
Right.
But I'm not saying that I didn't like them. Those for me were like the best songs on the project. Honestly, was when he went into that and just went full in on those funk.
I think those were the only ones I would even call songs. Well, I mean. No. Half of this album isn't really like traditional music, honestly. I would say it's borderline experimental.
It's definitely an experimental project. Again, like what the fuck is the genre? This is the 3rd album in a row we're talking about this, but it's again like another very
I don't really know
very experimental sound. So this isn't like XXXTENTACION. Like songs are definitely over 2-3 minutes, but it's just like. Conceptual wise and just sound wise, it's really nothing like anything I've heard from him in his catalog before.
I've never heard anything from Jack White like this all in one project.
Yeah,
but I've
don't get me wrong. Jack White has always been experimental. Jack White has always been experimental, but not to this extent for an entire project. From front to back, it's just experimental. It's like crazy. At one point, he has a full blown country song on here. Full-blown country song, which I actually liked. Like, I'm surprised. I don't even fucking like country, but I actually liked the song. And then, like, he has, like, a kind of metal song, like, Over and Over and Over, which is one of my favorite songs in here, too.
Yep.
But then there's moments that, like, lull and just kind of take themselves a little too seriously that I just was not feeling at all. So
those are the parts... Those are the parts for me that were like weird, but I liked them. Like Get in the Mine Shaft. I like that song a lot, actually. That song, because it's weird, and it's mostly not even lyrics. It's all damn near an instrumental. Like,
there's a couple songs like that where it's like a lot of instrumental.
Yeah, which I thought was weird because I was like, wait. Is he gonna sing on this? Like, you'll get to almost the end of the song, and then he'll start saying some stuff on one of the tracks. And I was like,
like Respect Commander was a phenomenal song.
Oh yeah, that's a dope song. Definitely.
But then there's a song like Ice Station Zebra, which I'm sorry, I just could not fuck with. Especially when he started kind of rapping. I don't know if
Ice Station Zebra is weird.
People try to say it was like spoken word, but honestly, I feel like he was trying to rap a little bit.
I think spoken word comes out like rap over a beat, though.
He did throw in your favorite artist in the rap, Caravaggio, so there was that.
Exactly. See? He knows what he's doing.
It was just some weird shit, bro. I was just like, bro, what
honestly,
the fuck is this? What's he
I'll
doing,
disagree with you, though. I kind of like Ice Station Zebra. When I first heard it, I was like
Ice Station Zebra, bro.
It was kind of weird, but then I was like, oh, he's trying to kick knowledge to... It was like, oh, Jack White's kicking knowledge? Like, it was kind of weird, but, like, cool. It was like, it wasn't him trying to be down, it was just his version of down, you know? Like,
look, I'm
that's
not
just
saying
him over there, man. Like,
I'm not saying that it
Jack.
wasn't genuine and that he didn't genuinely want to do it, but I am saying that just some people just shouldn't be doing it. Like, all I'm saying. Like,
I don't check
right,
for Jack White for that, though. All I'm saying is Jack White should not make... As long as he doesn't make a whole album of that, he's good. One song was perfect.
Like that was great. It was a mixed. I had mixed feelings about the album as a whole. I just feel like there were some great moments, and I feel like there were just moments he took himself a little too seriously.
I feel you on that. Like at first, I was like, "Whoa, is he preaching?" Like I was worried about listening to the rest of the project after.
Yeah, and Jack White for me has always been like that kind of tongue in cheek, snarky guy, you know, and then like this one he's just very straight man and just serious about what he's saying, and it's just like
like Corporation, that song was kind of like weird. It was serious right after Why Walk a Dog. That was like a poetic
Why Walk a Dog is definitely a blues rock record.
I like that song, but it was weird.
I don't know. Like I said, it was just up and down. Like the whole album for me was like up and down. Like up, oh, okay, this is dope. Then down is like, nah, I'm not really feeling this. And then like up again, and then like down. Like it was just a very weird listen for me.
Yeah, the way he ended it though with the last like 3 tracks, I kind of did like. It kind of made me think about the album cover a little bit too. Like I kind of felt like I was in more than just the clouds, like, you know, like, but then it's a weird album cover too, like the album artwork. It's interesting.
Yeah. I mean, so it's always like a fine line because I do love when artists experiment and are experimental and just try out shit. Like I love that weird niche shit that you wouldn't expect from them, but then at the same time,
right,
when that experimentation doesn't work, it's like, all right, like, nah, maybe this shouldn't have made the album, but like, you know. So it's like, it's just it's, for me, I always would say I want my artists that I like to experiment more than not. It's just, you know, that just means not everything is going to be a hit. So, you know, so mixed for me. So, I mean, you guys let us know what you think about these albums. Especially like Jack White and David Byrne, if you heard that in XXX. And if you're digging, if you like your artists to be more experimental or to kind of stick with that initial sound that got you hooked in the first place, just let us know.
Right.
What's your thoughts on? And let us know if you can explain these albums to people and like the sound and shit. Because as you can see, we're having a very difficult time explaining what these are, you know.
Yeah. Honestly, describe the genre.
Does a genre even fucking matter at this point?
Apparently not.
It does for my library, because I got categories. I got too much music, bro. Like I gotta be. It's like some shit. I'm just like, nah. Like it'll have like a crazy ass custom genre name and shit. And like I'll just change that
Those
shit. Like,
are weird.
You're going in rock. Everything is going in rock because I just need my shit together. Like, come on, bro.
Yeah, I feel you. Hell yeah.
Some alternative indie electronic art pop rock and shit. Like, nah, fuck that. Rock, bro.
Yeah, for real. I don't need my own personal library. Does not need to be intricate.
Yeah, my library I need my shit organized so I can find shit. But yeah, I mean, I think you had an album that you we're listening to
Oh
that I
yeah,
haven't heard?
that Rich Homie Quan.
Okay, yep. I did.
Yeah,
I gave it probably maybe one or two listens. One. I'm
yeah,
not gonna lie. I gave it one listen. Um,
yep.
Go ahead, kick it
Well,
off.
hey, based on what Dario just said, he gave it one listen. He couldn't lie. I gave it one listen as well. But that's not to shit on it. Just off jump. But uh, I'll say at just to get started, rich as in spirit. I like that. I was like, okay, so you're gonna be kicking knowledge, Rich Homie Quan.
This is
So
what he said before he dropped out. He said this is gonna be, music with content and blah blah. I'm gonna make real music. That's his exact words. So I was like,
yeah.
okay.
So rather than talk about what I really liked about this album, I feel like that'd be wasting time. I'm just gonna get to the shits. It made me think about a lot of different things. One of the major things that kept popping into my head was what happened to Rich Gang and why him and Young Thug never put out a project. Because every time he almost
walked
sounded
away.
like he was going to sing, it sounded like Young Thug would have been perfect coming right in.
Well, he walked away from that. He didn't
Yeah, I
want to
know.
be around that shit anymore.
But still, that was a mistake. Because
I mean,
those
obviously,
two
look at his
niggas.
career.
I mean, Rich Homie Quan raps better than Young Thug, but Young Thug has a better flow, like melody. He has a better control of his vocals, I think. So that's why I think I thought I heard Young Thug a few times, but I was like, oh no, that's Rich Homie. But aside from that thing that I kept thinking a few times, I also was thinking, did I hear this song already? Because it sounded like he was repeating lyrics. You can't use the same shit in like 3 different songs. Like pick a I know the titles are different, but sometimes the topic is the same. And that was a little bit confusing to me, just to be able to pick out songs. There weren't even every song was almost the same song. I was a little confused. But when I did try to listen to some of the dissection, I will say I like some of his bars. Some of his bars were tight, but a lot of it just seemed like he got caught in like a slump and then only talked about being in a slump the whole time. And yeah, I don't know. Rich Homie, I want you to make better music. This was not a great album. This would have been an okay mixtape.
This was his debut album, bro.
I'm a little shocked. Honestly though, yeah, I'm a little shocked. And there was one feature, Rick Ross was his one feature. And that wasn't even a good song.
So
did Rick Ross even rap on that shit?
I can't remember, bro.
I don't even. So yeah, whatever. Never Fold is probably the only song I remember, and that's just because I remember looking at my phone like, oh, what song is this? And that's the 6th song. So after that, I just stopped caring, honestly. Oh, From Me to You. That's the only other one I could think of. So if you want to check for okay songs on the album, the only 2 I can remember are Never Fold and From Me to You. With a 4. 4RM space me to you. I don't know why that's in there either. But whatever. Alright, Rich Homie. Take it away, Dario.
Well, I ain't got much to say. Like I said, I only listened to it once. So I can just give you my initial gut feelings when I listened to it. It was just like not feeling this at all.
Mm-hmm.
So he failed on both fronts. So he failed on delivering on that kind of hit single music that he started out with that got him his name out there in the first place.
Right.
So there was nothing like that even matched what he did previously. And then he failed on the, I'm going to make real music content side. So when you're saying this, we'll make real music content, like, okay, so you're putting yourself in like a different lane now, like a completely different lane.
Right.
And then you're talking about real content. Like when people who love rapping, you speak like real content. Like who do we think of right now? We think of like J. Cole's, and we think of Big Crits, and we think of Kendrick's and stuff like that. Like real music, real content. So, all right. So now you're entering a whole different, ball game, and like these are guys that have spent their whole career doing that and like cultivating that sound, and like now you're just gonna try to switch it up and walk over. So like for me, it's just like it didn't deliver on either front, and it was just like, yeah, I'm just not. I was like, I just feel no need to listen to this again, or even really want to listen to it again. And
it made me feel weird because I thought he was like, it seemed like he was obviously older than the new wave, but like the new wave was derivative of his sound. So like
his wave was like 3 years ago. Like this is how crazy music is
saying.
now. Like he was literally like one of the hottest in the South like 3 years ago, and he was considered like one of the next biggest stars to come out, of Atlanta, and like that next wave of. And like that's just how music is, bro. You can't walk away like he did, and you can't. And when you pick that easy lane of hits, and I'm not gonna say easy, but that easier lane of like basic music.
Yeah.
And then you try to switch up because that basic music.
He shouldn't have switched up.
Yeah, like he should have just stuck with
that
people.
That was the problem, because his vocals and what I thought was derivative of the new wave is like everyone sounds like him, except they don't rap as much and they add a lot more melody and ad libs. Rich Homie Quan doesn't have ad libs. He doesn't have melody, so he doesn't compete with the new wave, and he's definitely not competing with the barred up like
content, real music
dropped
wave
last year, bro. Like, come on, like you trying to beat Rhapsody, you trying to beat Hove, like you trying to beat Kanye. Nah, I mean, even Drake's More Life, like, come on, bro, like.
Nah, I mean, my ultimate walk away from this was just that. It's over. I mean, it's no really nice way to say it. Rich Homie Quan's career and just relevance is over. It's over.
Yeah, I mean,
I'd be surprised if this sold 50,000. So like, it's over.
I kind of feel like him and Ace Hood are in like the same boat.
Ace Hood has always been in that boat. I'm sorry. And I actually like Ace Hood, and I actually think that he can actually rap. It's just Ace Hood is just, for whatever reason, he just has never caught on.
He got eclipsed by Meek Mill, bro.
Yeah, kind of.
Their sound was really similar, and then Meek overproduced him, and then
Rick Ross did a better job of promoting his shit than Khaled did his.
Yeah. But Khaled teamed up with them. It shouldn't have been a problem. Khaled just, I don't know. And now Ace Hood's trying to come back, and it's over.
Either way, it's over. Rich Homie has been fun. You will always have your ooh, and your.
But what I'm saying is, it's over for now. But if he does some shit like that, that shit would be flames, dog. If he just like, all right, fuck it, I'm gonna just go back to the old shit, and he delivers some like ooh, like that shit was flyer, dog. That shit would go right now. If he did some shit like that, he could be on the charts easy and be talking this shit again.
It's easier said than done, dog. I think it's over.
I don't know, man. Fat Joe,
I'm calling it.
Putting out a hit every year or two.
Come on, bro. Don't even put them in the same category. Because Fat Joe had a real long career before he even remotely
I can't
fell
put
off,
them in
bro.
the same category. Fat Joe was
a big pun and all them, bro. Stop, bro. Don't disrespect him like that, dog.
Terror Squad.
Nah,
on, Rich Homie.
I'm calling Time of Death.
I wanted to root for you, bro. I was rooting for you.
Time of Death, March 2018.
Oh,
sorry,
that's
bro.
So fucked up.
It's a wrap.
Well,
it's the truth.
All right, Rich Homie. I
tried. So, as always, to end things up, we're gonna talk about actual albums that you want to listen to. Dropping, March 30th and April 6th for the most part. So over the next 2 weeks, we'll tell you what's upcoming. So let's kick it off.
Yep.
Dead Mouse or Dead Mao 5. Dead Mouse. Whatever. Where's the Drop is dropping a new album.
That's pretty cool though.
I like some of his stuff. Some I don't. I don't know. He just always mixes with me.
Well, he's a festival guy, so
For sure.
he's dropping it to get ready for the summer.
For sure.
But he's still catching the snowboard crowd in the mountains because they still can ski. He's really big in the mountains, so like all the snowboarders and shit, you know, they got that shit in their ear headphones, you know, sloping and skiing and shit. So
yes,
it's the season for Deadmau5.
MF Doom and Czarface or Czarface. Czarface
Right.
meets Metalface.
I saw that.
Two underground, kings right now. Teaming up, dropping an album. I just did a video roundup of one of their last singles, and it was a very dope video. So check that out. The Vaccines, Combat Sports, The Voids, Virtue. Those are all dropping March 30th, 2018. Let me see what else. Yeah, so that's it for March 3rd, 2018. April 6th, 2018, Cardi B, obviously, as we spoke about earlier, is dropping her long-awaited debut, Invasion of Privacy. And we'll see if she's more than Bodak Yellow.
Yeah.
We shall see.
I wonder how many tracks it's going to have, too, because of the streaming thing.
Yeah, I'm interested. Definitely.
And it's a debut. Ooh.
It's a big one. There's a lot riding on this one, so. Flatbush Zombies, Vacation in Hell. Hines, I Don't Run. Kali Uchis, I always don't know how to say her name. Kali Uchis, I think. Isolation.
Oh, that's probably
Kylie
going to be
Minogue.
fire, honestly.
Yeah, I think so. I've liked a lot of what they've dropped. Or I don't even know, is that he, she, or he? I think it's a she.
I don't know. I don't either. I just know that they are on a lot of songs with a lot of people popping.
A lot of like indie shit for sure, yeah. It's a she, for sure, yeah.
They're
It's
on
a
some
she.
G-Eazy shit or something, whatever. All kinds of stuff.
It's a she. That's what I thought.
Oh, okay.
It. Kali Uchis
They.
is a female.
Fix your pronouns, son. No, I'm just
Yeah, Kylie Minogue, Golden. 30 Seconds to Mars, America.
See, that one's a sleeper.
You think
30
so?
Seconds to Mars is dropping an album? No, because I just think, honestly, my first impression is, oh, that's going to be trash. But then I'm like, oh, that should be really good. Like,
Could be.
but it's, I don't know. It could be. I'll give it a listen.
Ooh, and I was not expecting this, but White Oak is the louder I call, the faster it runs. So, their debut album, Civilian, dropped, I'm going to say maybe 6-7 years ago. One of my favorite folk albums. One of my favorite folk albums ever that I listen to kind of a lot.
It might be
That's still a lot.
one of the few I've ever heard.
Really? It's incredible. Yeah. I did not do a good job of keeping up with the other ones, but I definitely will check this one out now that I know they're coming out next week. But Civilian was incredible. So if it's anything like Civilian, I am all there for it. Because those sounds on Civilian were just like otherworldly type shit, bro. Like it was crazy.
Yeah. Word. Sounds like we got some music to look forward to.
We do. So that is what is coming out over the next 2 weeks. If there's anything coming out that we did not mention, let us know. There's obviously so much that you can't cover everything. Let us know what you thought about the albums that we talked about or the news items that we talked about. Yeah, I just announced here one big announcement is that we are working on new branded content and sponsorships and sponsored content and partnerships and collabs and everything. So if anybody, wants to, possibly partnership, we are open. We are open to new stuff and coming up with some way where our two brands can work together And for those that don't know, we are also dropping volume 2 of these Rebel Hats right here.
Oh, yeah.
We have the whole brainstorming and making of process in video form up on the website or our YouTube channel. So definitely check that out. Those would be very dope with the artist, musician, rapper access. And if you have any questions, comments, topic suggestions about this show, past shows, or any future shows, you can do that down below in the comments of anywhere this goes up, or email us directly at podcast@livinglifefearless.co, or go to livinglifefearless.co/podcast and fill out the form, and we'll get back to you as soon as we can. Or it might just show up as a topic or something we read about in the next show, and you might get a shout out. So be sure to check in, and thanks for listening. Today's date, once again, is March 29th, 2018. I'm your host, Dario Hunt, my co-host, Mr. Doris Walker. And we will be back shortly with more dopeness, more music, more culture, more everything. So thanks for listening. Check back shortly. And what, Doris?
Keep living life fearless, y'all.
Yep.
Music Files. Keep y'all.
Peace.
Peace.